The security camera blinked on, its small red light cutting through the darkness of the abandoned mansion.
The building had been empty for years, the walls cracked and peeling, and the smell of decay hanging in the air. The camera's feed flickered as it recorded the silent, shadowed hallways. Then, something moved. At first, it was barely noticeable, a slight shift in the darkness at the end of the main corridor. The figure was thin, tall, and unnaturally still, almost blending with the shadows. Its movements were deliberate, slow, yet somehow fluid, as if testing its surroundings. The camera captured it gliding past the broken furniture and dusty remnants of a life long forgotten. The mansion had once belonged to a wealthy family, now long gone. Stories told of strange occurrences, of whispers and sudden cold spots, but those were just rumors. Until now. On the screen, the figure paused near the grand staircase, the air seeming heavier in the footage. Moments later, a second camera feed in the foyer switched on, capturing the figure from another angle. It was walking purposefully, but there were no footprints. Dust rose slightly beneath its steps, disturbed only by some unseen force. The mansion, silent for decades, suddenly felt alive. The sound of floorboards creaked faintly, though the feed offered no audio of anyone present. As the figure moved into the ballroom, the camera caught glimpses of old portraits staring from the walls. Chandeliers swayed gently, though no breeze stirred. A faint light reflected off broken glass scattered across the floor. Each step the figure took seemed measured, as though it knew the layout better than anyone ever had. Footage from the upstairs hallway revealed doors opening and closing on their own. A faint shadow flickered behind them, always just out of clear view. The figure paused near a large bedroom, lingering in the doorway. The camera zoomed in on a shattered mirror. The reflection didn't match the figure. It was distorted, almost grotesque. The security operator, sitting in a small control room across town, leaned closer, a chill running down his spine. Something about the movements didn't feel human. The figure moved with a rhythm that was unnatural, fluid, and aware of the cameras. Moments later, the figure reached the attic staircase. The feed became unstable, flickering, as if the mansion resisted being recorded. A shadow moved faster than before, slipping up the stairs and out of the camera's range. When the feed returned, the space was empty, dust swirling in the air, but no sign of the figure. The operator rewound the footage, noticing tiny details he had missed before. Windows slightly ajar, drawers filled with objects, as if arranged by unseen hands. A cold sensation washed over him, realizing the cameras had captured only fragments of something much larger. For days, he watched the footage frame by frame. The figure never appeared the same way twice. Sometimes it lingered in hallways, sometimes it darted between rooms, always just beyond clarity. There were times it seemed almost curious, pausing to examine objects, yet never leaving the mansion. Eventually, the operator stopped recording. No one else would believe him, and the footage itself felt wrong. Watching it was like staring into a space that didn't fully exist. The mansion remained abandoned, but the figure was still there. Years later, when the mansion was scheduled for demolition, crews reported hearing footsteps inside. Empty rooms echoed with distant whispers. Doors slammed without cause. In the security room, the operator's monitors still showed a faint red light blinking, capturing shadows no one could explain. The footage had never been erased. The mansion had never been truly empty. Whatever had been walking through it, captured on camera, was still there, waiting, always just out of reach. No one knows who or what it is. No one who has seen the recordings has ever returned to enter that mansion again.